him, if you will. Asking him why he wasn't in jail for manslaughter, and then she tried to get him to say free Palestine and some other things. He would not comply with her demands. And then you can see him smack the phone out of her hand. Pow! What is her name? Something crackhead. Hold on a second. That's her actual name. Well, pardon me, the name on her X page. She said, why did you kill that lady? You killed that lady and got no jail time. No jail time, Alec? What is her name? It was kind of funny, to be honest with you. Crackhead Barney and Friends on X, formerly known as Twitter. Crackhead Barney and Friends, and you can see the video. He assaulted her. Will he be arrested? Has he been arrested? To my knowledge, not yet at this particular point in time. Guys, on the screen, youtube.com/@Sky Saunders. That's Skylar Saunders, in case you don't know. Great writer. He's been putting up some really, really good pieces as of late. And Skylar, if you're out there, you want to call in and promote, man, let me know, okay? Someone sent me something about, Quavo went in on Chris Brown. I'll check that out tomorrow. I can't say that I'm there, you know? I have to limit my intake of rap beef, if you will. I know that Kanye West is getting at Kai Cenat? How do you say his last name? The young man doing the damn thing. Oh, he's lit. He's lit like a Christmas tree right now. Kanye West is calling him a plant and some other shit, and it's too much. I'll check that out tomorrow, but thank you. Let me go to area code 678. Good evening, 678. We're talking about two topics, so you have to speed.
Yes, I am, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you for answering my call.
Yes, sir. Where do you want to start?
I want to start with the subtopic.
Okay.
I believe that black people are going to, get themselves, quote unquote, out of the underclass.
Okay.
We would have to reverse engineer how we got here in the first place. The only way that we can, really fix things, we have to let the real history be known and teach it from an early point. That way the children can grow with a certain self-esteem,
okay,
and a certain knowledge, so they can go off on a certain path. Those children would need to know it's not the fact that we haven't done anything. A lot of it was burned down.
Right.
A lot of it,
right,
we were ran away from a lot of our businesses. Now, I don't want to... Actually, let's get into some of those details.
Come on.
You have to start from the end of slavery, 1865 or 66, whatever. Start from the end of slavery and work your way to 1966. And just in those 100 years alone, the amount of times that you were tortured, lynched, raped, robbed, your fortune stolen, your recipes stolen, the amount of businesses that they would look at you while they're looking at you and they're getting jealous and running you out of town. Literally, they're threatening to grape your daughter on the way home from school, and they're threatening to grape your son on the way home from school and your wife unless you give them what they want, or they could just do it anyway and then forge your signature. Who's going to know the difference? Who's going to care? So that's what you had to live with. Okay, that's how it affects an adult. How does it affect the child that's watching?
Right.
It's like, then you get to the 60s, and I'm skipping so much, but I know I don't have that much time.
No, take your time, because you know, throughout my media journey, if you will, I have touched on a lot of things
I'm right
aside
here
from just
listening,
the
so if you're anywhere in the area,
the obvious things that people try to
I'm just
reference,
feeling
Black
like I'm
Wall
being
Street. I mean,
mocked.
on my road trips,
Like,
I make it a
people are
point. I make it
stealing my
I make
fucking
it a point.
content,
I made
or
it
we
a point to
just
go to the
all
home of the
are running
intersection of
out
the
of things
Watts
to talk
riots. If
about.
you follow
This
me on
is some
Instagram,
bullshit.
I went to
All
Jacksonville,
of a sudden,
Florida,
out of
but where
nowhere,
Axe Handle Saturday happened.
motherfuckers coming
Are
with
you
the
familiar
same
with the
titles,
Elaine
same
Massacre of
communication, the
1919?
same, like,
So these are things that are they have meaning to me. But you're
I'm
right.
saying everybody's
The
name that
children
I'm
have to be
listening
taught about
to
this
and
stuff,
talking
and
about,
solutions have to
and
be
saying, even though I
have to come about. Yes.
speak about
Absolutely, yes,
reparations,
sir.
I tell them
Now,
who to
in that
go
whole
to.
area, that first
Now all of
100
a
years
sudden,
we were
this
free,
motherfucker's doing
that
it.
has to,
And I don't like
that has
how
to be
he ain't
sealed
making
into their minds. It has
sound
to be
decision
burned into
because
their minds. Respectively, it has to be
you
programmed.
got two
They
parents.
need to
Nigga, are
understand.
you black
We
or
can't do
you
any more messing
fucking
around
white?
because those first 100
You
years,
can't
we
be
weren't
going
messing
back and
around.
forth. Either you
It was
black or
taken
you
from you.
motherfucking white.
It was burned away from you. It was
Don't play the
stolen
fucking
from you.
line.
Now, to get to the 60s, while they're sending black men to serve in Vietnam, they don't care about them,
Play
but they will send them to
games, man.
serve in Vietnam. They're shooting through black men to hit the Asian man, literally.
Bullshit,
And then when he comes back
man.
over here, they refuse to give him what he needs
Y'all
to be
ain't gotta creep
given.
around either, all you
Like,
fucking white folks that
Besides
listen
that,
to
in
me.
the
I know
60s,
you
they
what you
implanted
doing.
heroin
Ain't
and
nothing
secular
that I
music.
said out my mouth,
That
not
also
one
needs to be forced into that
motherfucking
child's
word
mind. Hey,
I
when they
ever
first
said
brought
out
out
my
this type of
mouth you
music
ain't never
on
heard
a
before in your
major
life.
scale,
Don't
it was something that
bullshit
affected
me,
you
man.
poorly. James Brown talking about shake that
I
tail
ain't
feather
your fucking enemy.
or shake what your mama gave you. It was real sexual in the
Nobody
60s.
ain't gonna help
And then
us.
you have the heroin epidemic. Fast
So
forward
it's better
another
for
20
us not to
years.
sit around
They
and
dropped
just
the
shut the
BS
fuck
gangster
up.
hip hop
We gotta
along with the
speak.
crack.
This is our last
And in
Hail
both
Mary.
of those things, they tell you, hey, they have
Y'all can
agents
prepare all
over
y'all
here
want for
passing
whatever
out
you
guns and
want
drugs.
to. White flight, you
They
can
have
lift all the
government
weights
operatives
you want.
literally
You can
dropping all
speak how
guns
you
Yeah, I
want.
was just
You can
about to say,
associate
and pimps.
who
just
you
about
want
to, not to cut you short,
At
but
the
you know,
end of
it's
the
not.
day, you know you can't.
You can't just
fuck
blame
with me.
white supremacy and all this stuff, you know.
can't.
So let's
Oh, no, it's not.
let's
Y'all
bring it up to
together
That's what
groups
people
to
get
do
messed up. Yeah, the
criminal
government.
behavior. You know
The government's
that's
not
how
all
you
white.
survive.
Okay, with the Marcus
Right, right.
Garvey thing, I'm
Well,
sorry.
now, hang on.
know
If
it's
we can
fact.
just bring it up to speed right now. So, Dr.
That's
Claude
the only way
Anderson,
you put your foot on
his
us
books,
and crush
plural, have referenced, you know, the Black
Well, yeah,
Underclass.
I'm not
I'm giving him all the
impressed.
credit. He predicted this by 2015. What are your feelings?
that
Are
bullshit
blacks a
sitting
permanent
around thinking you
underclass?
being
If
sneaky
so,
don't mean a
can they
motherfucking
rise
thing to
up
me.
from it? Because, you know, there are other cultures, ethnicities, if you will, coming here, and they are not trying to necessarily
if
be
real white
accepted.
folks
They're
or
looking
your
to
kids
be a
got
part of
any
the
sense of intelligence,
process, if you will.
they ain't gonna run away from or
I absolutely
being
believe we
on
can get out of the
code in
underclass
denial
if
of
we
the
teach
truth.
those children. And nowadays, I don't think people
They
understand
ain't
what
gonna be-
grasp
they ain't gonna be
black culture
stupid.
truly has on the
But you wanna be.
disenfranchised.
Okay.
We
Carry
can
the
get
baton of
the
a
younger
fucking
generation,
lie.
and I say this with all due respect, the younger generations of every culture, race, and ethnicity in this country, they have an ear for black people.
Thank
And don't let them be poor and disenfranchised. We basically own them.
Thank you.
There's
I
no
mean,
one
I
else that
can't
cares
get away
about
from
them.
people
They're not going to
speaking
hear
like me
anything
now.
like, I had to make it about this circle.
That's why I
No
say
one
you
else
think
hypes them
I'm
up like
dumb.
us.
I'm intelligent
No one
as a
else's story
motherfucker,
fits the
man. You-
disenfranchised like black people.
Because I don't socialize, I do
it's
social
strange, but
experiments. I
that
watch how
same
groups
thing that I
develop.
really don't like.
have
I
a
don't like
bachelor's in
leaving the black community and
psychology.
seeing a whole bunch of
I've
fake,
been to grad
wanted to be black people.
I've done.
Okay.
I've
That
been
will never be
50
black.
something
But the
years
fact
dealing
is,
with
that
nothing but
may be
mental
a
health,
key to us getting back into a good position.
sociology, doing
Okay.
all kinds of work in
You might not think that Asian guy,
mental behavior
ear.
and physical behavior.
but what can you relate on?
Every
Probably
place
some
I
early
go to, I
2000s hip-hop
rise to
song
the
that he
top.
likes.
So suck my dick.
In
off.
that
Can I ask,
Y'all ain't-
how old are you? Before you go, how old are you?
Impressive.
I'm 28.
I'm not no low hanging fruit ass nigga. Please.
Okay. I appreciate
I just
the
don't
call, man. Thank you
socialize
for
because I
hanging
know
in
what it's
there.
all about.
Sorry if I
No, it's okay.
kind of took the show off the road.
No, you did good. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for the conversation. Thank you.
All right, thank you for answering, sir. Have a blessed night.
You too.
Fate,
God bless.
the Da Vinci Code is
There's
already
no God, but God
racism.
bless.
That's what it is. It ain't nothing to solve.
Okay, the person from area code 404 that was supposed to give me some straightening, they never called. I was gonna let you talk. Hey, Shanice, I got your cash app. Thank you so much.
If I see him in real life, I smack the shit out of him.
No, Shanice.
Something out.
No, Shanice. The only way I would see myself getting married would be for business reasons. I'm past that point of,
fake motherfucker.
Thinking I've been waiting for one bitch all my life. I couldn't even see no goofy shit like that. Yo, I've been looking for you all my life. That would be a lie. I have too many things that I do right now that just bring me joy and comfort.
I played more.
smoking a fine cigar.
The Star Report guy.
Relaxing. My naps. My naps are so important. Anybody in that live chat just take naps, and when you take that nap, you don't give a fuck.
I was working there doing something.
About nothing and nobody. The phone shuts off.
Matches.
Hold on a second, guys.
I knew who he was. He came there to meet up
Shut the phone off, and if somebody disturbs that fucking nap, you might block them for 3 days. That's that real shit. Let me go to area code 332.
Try to crack some jokes.
Hey, good evening, late night. Alec Baldwin smacked the phone out of a black woman's hand. You up to speed or the subtopic?
And I don't even dislike him. I just don't like a motherfucker who don't know how to
I heard about that. Again, you probably frustrated, pending court case. I don't know much to say about that.
What y'all call that shit?
Oh, hang on a second, sir. He smacked a phone out of someone's hand. Shouldn't he be arrested?
We already trapped. You ain't doing no undercover shit.
He allegedly killed somebody, too. I mean, he's out having coffee. Probably had his pinky up while he was drinking it, but I don't know like that.
Are you a black man, sir? Do you have a black daughter, black mother, black auntie, black niece?
I have all of those except for black daughter, yeah. Black son.
Well, you got a Caucasian who assaulted a black woman. Now listen, you know my lineage. If I say something, he got a white mama here. Okay, so I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Should that black woman's rights be respected? He assaulted me. You can see the goddamn video.
Next thing you know, come out their mouth the same thing I'm talking about.
None of the women in my family would find themselves in that position. They just won't act like that.
I get it.
I'm being real honest.
I get it, but you're part of the black diaspora, the black community, I would assume. He violated a black woman. Should he be arrested?
Sure. Yeah, I didn't say he shouldn't be.
Let a black man smack a white woman. His ass going to jail. And he's gonna get his ass beat before he get it.
I don't know if you do this.
And she could be a cold-ass trailer.
But sometimes I see a common thread between
trash
previous shows
and they gonna put
and like a latter one, and I see a pattern with this one now.
Just depends
and I wanted to relate it to blacks being a permanent underclass.
Okay.
Might be a little bit like far-reaching, but maybe we need to take control over certain things like our reproductive organs, how it's handled at birth, a female's reproductive organ at puberty, menstrual cycles.
Okay.
And maybe let's start there, because again, we have gotten in the habit of, again, birth control, circumcision, previous topics that you've had, and maybe it might actually have an impact on how we act, not only how we see ourselves, how we treat each other, and how we're represented in media. Again, to tie it to the little Uzi Vert
I hear
stuff.
your conversation.
I was having a dinner with some females
and they was telling me about how birth control actually, helps them not get pregnant, but it also stops this urge that happens a little bit before a woman gets on her cycle, and they can't keep their hands off them. They need a man. They need, to get them off. That feeling is taken away with birth control as well.
Y'all don't come around. How about
circumcision?
I'll be good with that.
Not
again, my uncle made sure.
Well, now, hang on a second, sir. I don't want to jump all around and then go back to previous shows. No. What I do, in case you haven't noticed or whatever, my shows. I prepare for my shows. I have notes and everything.
Okay.
I index my shows. I have since I started doing radio in March of 2000. I can pull the notes from 2003, the month of, let's say, June, the second week of the Star and Buckwald show. I learned how to do this decades ago. So my shows are in chronological order, so that I don't repeat something. I will update a topic, or I will reconsider a previous mindset that I may have had.
Yeah.
But because society has changed, I will reformulate the question. I will ask the audience, hey, how do you feel? Before I just jump out the fucking window. You follow me?
Sure.
So with that being said, let's bring it back now to Dr. Claude Anderson, who I've already said is a brilliant man. His work is undeniable. He's saying, not me, that blacks are a permanent underclass. He predicted this for 2015. Please take it from there.
So the best part about that, being permanent. I'll just say it. I'd rather be permanent than ephemeral. Okay. We are the original race. Everything we started here will probably be the last ones here as well. We're just genetically prepared for it.
Okay.
So I guess that'll be my last word. The best part of that is us being permanent. Everybody else will have to be gobbled up by us. I'm thinking of Francis Cress Wesling. Again, like we could obliterate them.
Dr.
Reproductive.
Francis.
Sorry. Apologies, but that's how I see it.
Well, I'm just making sure you put some respect on her name.
No. Again, it's late. I'm probably tired. That's it. But that's it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Africa, I got your donation.
This shit is so
She says you be talking hella crazy. How big is your dick?
Shit. You just take our fucking culture as a joke because
every couple of years I get that type of question or donation.
Angry black
I'm not married.
You think
I live in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. If you're within a 50-mile radius,
you just sit around treating bitches like hoes,
and you're not a nigga with a wig,
jacking off.
Maybe we can link up for a cup of coffee, and I'll show it to you.
Bitch satisfied, you little dick nigga.
Thank you for your donation.
You got a little money.
Hold on a second.
Those broke motherfuckers who
Peace Supreme.
Tall and dark skinned and put no
Star, you be dropping knowledge. Tell me about the Elaine massacre.
Paying him.
Can you Google it, sir? Elaine massacre. ELAINE massacre. 1919, if I remember correctly. Troll babies, was it 1919?
See all these motherfuckers right here. These.
I'm pretty sure it was 1919.
I'm telling you, his wife like me. It might be motherfucking.
Google that, sir. It wasn't just the Black Wall Street where black folk had it going on. And also, guys, we've already had the discussion, I know, about Atlantic City prior to the casinos coming in. That was a thriving area for blacks in the 50s and the 60s. Atlantic City had it popping more so than Harlem in terms of black businesses and it was just a place to be. Atlantic City, New Jersey. Pardon me if I didn't mention that.
Sting.
You know, you know.
That's
okay.
What they call them.
A few more calls here. We're gonna finish up the show tonight.
Shit.
Area code 848. Good evening. Talking about a few topics. Are you up to speed? 858. 858.
What's up, Star?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm alive, sir. Niggas are dying every day, and I'm alive. I'm alive.
That's what's up. So, in regards to your topic, I was looking at some stats.
Okay.
And I think the economic standing of each race, whites are up top, Asians are above the whites, Hispanics are above the blacks. But I don't think that black families are united opposed to the Hispanic families.
Okay.
A lot of single peoples and stuff like that. In terms of us rising up from being underclass, I think that we need to separate ourselves
those who know
from the American system and create our own system.
Okay.
I'm just
our own government.
I'm just here.
And from there,
I'm like,
we can have certain policies and protocols that impact our lives, such as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, some of those policies that he
I have a right to voice my opinion like anybody else, and if you don't like it, well,
that's how I feel about
you have a right to move on, but I'm just stating.
Are you,
I'm just waiting until my
what is
time
your background, if you will, with
I'm
regards
trying
to
to adapt to paying
blacks?
my bills.
I'm just a college dropout.
Okay. Have you traced your lineage?
My father has.
Okay. Yeah, man. It's important, you know.
Yeah,
it's important to know where you came from. Go ahead, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm a SBA and a Caucasian, Irish, and British. I'm proud of my lineage.
Irish.
Yeah.
They were once considered niggers here in this country. Do you know that? Niggers?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
They assimilated to the white ideal. Salute to white boy Rory, man. I don't know if you ever heard Rory calling a couple of years ago. I called him out. He said, yeah, I'm a nigger. He kept it G. Rory. Did you know that? Yeah. So he doesn't just, talk crazy. He knows his lineage, his history. But okay, you were saying, go ahead.
No, I was agreeing with what you're saying about the Irish being the subclass of the, I don't want to say all Europeans, but they were definitely below the British.
Okay. Do you think that, I think you said, pardon me if I didn't hear you correctly, you said there's a way to rise up from being that permanent underclass? Dr. Claude Anderson said the blacks are a permanent underclass as of 2015. He said that, not me.
I was pondering about the same thing a couple years ago. I was looking at different data sheets, and I was trying to figure out how black people can lift themselves up. But it's almost impossible because back in 1776, it was just whites and blacks was on the bottom. The population density of the black people, I think it has decreased a little bit in terms of, I forgot the year, but our numbers have basically been the same. We can equate prison and black genocide, things like that. But there's almost no way for us to rise up. We have to come black people. When I say black people, I'm talking about anyone who feels oppressed in the system, who feels like they are entitled to more, and they can't because there are certain invisible barriers that suppress their individuality, their prosperity. I feel like anyone who feels like that, they should object the system and just form a new system And I feel like that's the only way to be prosperous.
Well, I appreciate your call, but according to Dr. Claude Anderson, blacks are a permanent underclass. And let me just say this, I'll give you the last word. Do you know who got their shit together? I mean, I give them a lot of hell, but I think they're good people. And you know, I've got some really good friends. Do you know who got their shit together?
The mannequins.
Puerto Ricans.
Puerto
Ricans are on the rise. Yeah, their population in Puerto Rico is shrinking because they're here and they're assimilating and integrating with Caucasians. Puerto Ricans don't even want to have kids with other Puerto Ricans. When you get time, Google Puerto Rican population shrinking. And Puerto Rico is shrinking. They smartened up. I'm talking crazy. Hey man, I thank you for your donation and thank you for your call. Thank you.
Yeah, peace, Slater.
Peace. Okay.
What was going to bring up?
Any Puerto Ricans in that live chat? Puerto Ricans say, "Hey, we got to figure this shit out. We're better off if we mix with the Caucasians, you know." Well, yeah, Puerto Ricans may love black culture, but they know how to code switch when the time comes. Don't they? Can I get an amen if you know what I'm talking about?
Hell yeah, they do.
No. Me no black. No. Me no black. Hey, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for your support, and I've enjoyed the conversation this evening. Please visit my sponsors. Tell them I said hello, okay? Be safe, and God bless.
You ain't talking about nothing anyways. You just dry as shit. One thing you said made any sense. You love to play that fence.
We need him. And I'd rather lay on them than a pillow. Just not every night. Some nights I need a pillow to lay on so I can go to sleep. Right, I love women. I just don't love living with them. I don't want to live with none of them. No, you have your place, I'll keep my place. We had an argument about that. You wouldn't want to live with me? No. I don't want to be in the bar with you for 4 hours. Oh my God, I don't care to understand them. I just need one to understand me. Oh well, you've already eliminated the process. They supposed to care about you. Why you don't give a shit about them? Okay, Willie Dynamite. Girlfriend sounds so high school. Right, I don't even say that. I just be like, this is the girl I'm dating. You know, I'm too grown for girlfriend.
I ain't even fucking sleepy yet. Oh, I'm wide awake. Go to the trap.
Well, most women don't know how to accept, to take accountability or accept responsibility for anything. That's the hardest thing for them to do. They so hell-bent and focused on what the man is doing wrong.
Oh, yeah.
It's the man that's doing wrong. Men, they have no problem in saying, baby, it's my fault. A lot of them be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. Most of them apologize when they feel they ain't even wrong.
It's a natural competitive
that's just the man trait. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry.
What that shit's all about. But they got to destroy and eat everything they love. I can't understand it. I never really understood it in my life.
Because it's like you always getting blindsided. When you're a woman always feel like they being attacked. Men just don't give a damn. We just don't. Women feel slighted. They feel ignored.
Oh, they starve for attention. I mean, starve for it.
I mean, if we don't get a blowjob this week, then we feel ignored. I be like, look, I'm feeling a little ignored here. No, I've used that in a conversation before with a girlfriend. She wrote this letter and all this. So dramatic, man. They watch these romantic movies and then crap go right into their head.
Always have another bitch. You ain't gotta worry about shit, man. You love that woman.
So she's gonna write me this crazy letter.
If you can't get what you want out of her, have another.
And it's like, I won't be ignored.
Do exactly what you want.
I'm like, okay. You won't be ignored.
That way you keep the peace. You gotta tell her. There's a lot of shit
like,
she ain't told you. She take it to her game.
I'm sitting here.
Look, damn, we about to eat.
Waiting on a blowjob. Y'all lie. So I was feeling a little ignored. Y'all locking the doors now?
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy shit going on around here.
It is?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I should have brought my gun.
Yeah. So, it's just for safety.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Now you got me on alert.
Nobody's been in here, so.
Oh, okay.
Can't get anywhere over the building.
Right. Alright, now I feel like when I get out of here, I'm going to be ready. I got to be looking both ways now.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, well.
I'm
They put the movie theater on fire?
Yeah.
Y'all sitting there.
Closed down.
You ain't gonna go home until you motherfucking see I ain't here.
How the hell that?
I don't know how
Broke
you
into
do
it.
Can't.
Damn.
I always try to destroy something.
I got something for him. I got something for him right in the car.
Say, here with my panic buttons.
Yeah, I got my panic button right for him. Let me get it.
Y'all work for
me
the
get a
motherfucking hoes, you know.
Lot of ice, little ice.
Fucking
You put a little ice.
survival of the fittest out in these
After
streets,
midnight, I'm the
you
only
heard
one
me?
in the whole class on.
You something put in your motherfucking ear, you heard me?
Once we stop closes, I'm the only one here.
Let the nigga shut up.
Like,
Deep in the trenches.
believe me, I've had people walking around out there straggling around.
Deep in
Yeah?
the trenches.
Okay.
Yeah. Deep in the trenches. Gotta get away. Let's go with that. Let's go with this shit right here. I mean, I done seen it all, you know what I mean? This shit ain't nothing new to me. It's just like history repeated itself. You know what I mean? It's basically all it is history repeating itself. That's all it is.
So, anytime I'm...
They got something to do. Push, pop, dick, suck, bitch. You a bitch. You a hoe, you a trick. You a bitch. You a hoe, you a trick. You a hoe. You a bitch, you a trick. Sitting back, waiting on the trap, got just a spit. Look at all the light design. What the fuck you doing? I'm in the motherfucking zone. You a bitch, you a trick. You can suck my dick in the trap. Bitch hoe nigga, what the fuck? Bitch hoe nigga, what the fuck? Bitch hoe nigga, you a bitch, you a trick. Suck my dick in the trap. Pussy ass nigga. Fuck you on this shit. Run your fucking mind. Run your fucking pocket. Every fucking time you a bitch. Suck on the dick, you a hoe. The fuck did you know? Think you do America a favor? What the fuck you think about? You a hitting that bitch here, suck on my dick, hoe. What the fuck you think you be doing though? Game with the nine motherfucking game. Bitch, nigga know my motherfucking name, bitch. Suck my dick, you bitch. Suck my shit, you bitch. Pussy ass bitch, suck my dick. Trapping life. Yeah. I ain't starting no shit, but I can finish it. I ain't starting no shit. I can definitely fucking finish it. What the fuck you looking at me for? You're doing too much how? Let me know. Who is that nigga rapping on my phone? Up early in the morning, dressed in black. Look at this nigga with the motherfucking fat. Let the world know you ain't this shit. It's a puss out, bitch. Just suck my dick, you bitch. You ain't doing nothing but talking all that shit and walking all that shit. You ain't get a motherfucking thing, you bitch. Bitch. You could suck my dick. Fucking ass, pussy ass fat. Cow ass nigga, you a sap. Anybody still say, pussy ass nigga, you blank. Copying and mimicking off me. Try to watch everything I do. You see what you see, what you play, what the fuck I'm gonna say, huh? You a bitch. You a bitch. Get out my face, pussy ass bitch. Got some straightening to do. Get yourself together. Fucking with me. The track got the rap got KFB touch stuff. I don't. Bitch, you mouth, bitch. And you can suck my dick. Fucking bitch. Leave me alone. Let me do me. Stop fucking with me, you bitch. Yeah. Gotta get away.
I think I'm late on my car insurance.
You know what I mean? Let's go with a gotta get away. Come on. I'm tired of it. Oh, they nigga towing shit. All made up of that shit. Why the fuck I say strap this bug shit? What you want me to do? If he's already made up in that rap shit, what you want me to do up in this trap shit? Gotta get away. I say strapped up, nigga. Gotta get it right. Look at me in my eyes. I ain't flinching nothing. I'm gonna break you up. Pussy, bitch. Man, I ain't got time for these motherfuckers. Fuck that. You remember me. What you talking about, huh? What the fuck you doing? You ain't saying nothing, nigga. I ain't saying nothing now. You a pussy, bitch. Suck my dick. You ain't doing shit. Talking about shit. You don't know about shit. Kiss my black ass. Take that with you, hoe. You ain't know nothing. Not no. Fuck you. Fuck your mama. Pussy bitch. You can suck my dick. Punk ass bitch. Kiss my ass. I ain't seen you before, pussy bitch.
What's going on? Waiting on everybody to get on in the room. Waiting on everybody to fall through. Everybody fall on through the room. We're doing the late night tap in with Tariq. And I am Tariq, your gracious host, doing what I do on this lovely evening. Everybody pile on in here. Glad to have y'all joining me. You know, we get down on the late night pop-up. few things we're going to touch on, and then we're going to get some calls in the building. Just waiting on everybody to flood the zone. By the way, while everybody's coming on in here, don't forget to go to my YouTube channel, which is Tariq Radio, and subscribe. If you have not subscribed, that would be great if everybody just went over there and hit that subscribe button. So when I'm live on video, you guys will be instantly notified. All right? And again, we're going to get some calls in a minute. I see Rashonda in the building. I see a lot of familiar faces. Before we start getting the calls and get into what we get into, don't forget the Rally for Reparations coming up this June. It's going to be a phenomenal event, and we need everybody to get involved. We have a GoFundMe for that. You go to GoFundMe and contribute to the Rally for Reparations, or you can go to reparations.com. We need the budgeted funding to get all the staging and the sound equipment and the media area and security, and there's a lot of logistical things that go into putting on a big event like that, and we need everybody to lock shoulders and join in and contribute, and let's make this thing happen. Meanwhile, the movie Microphone Check, the highly anticipated documentary film, we got a couple of weeks, guys. May 23rd, that's the release date in select theaters. Go to microphonecheck.com. Hip-hop documentary. If you are a hip-hop fan or a Black History fan, you're going to really enjoy this movie. We're going to really set the record straight. That's microphonecheck.com. We'll see the guy. Waiting on everybody to pile in. You guys are coming in the room. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. A few things I got to touch on. You know what? I'm noticing, speaking of history, a lot of lies, historical revision lies are being regurgitated. One thing I notice is the white supremacists, and they usually get their Negro minions to spread this one particular lie, because we're talking about reparations. So we're seeing a lot of historical revisionist history, because we're standing on our reparations square. So a lot of the white supremacists, they, again, we know that they do a lot of projecting and playing the hot potato game. So you're going to hear a lot of this trollish stuff, because the white supremacists call here all the time with the whole, well, it wasn't white supremacy, it was the Jews. That's called white supremacy hot potato. They like to play this hot potato game. And we shut that down by saying, basically, slavery in America was sanctioned by the U.S. government. So I don't want to hear about what religious group, who came later, who did this. My family didn't own a slave. Look, the United States government sanctioned slavery. We couldn't get out of it because of the United States government. When we did escape, it was the United States government assisting people to put us back in bondage. The Seminole War was basically a slave catching expedition that went wrong. The U.S. government, the United States government, went down into Florida to try to get black people and put them into slavery. They put millions of dollars in government funds to send the U.S. military down into Florida to get black people, and they were losing because black folks was down there whooping ass. The U.S. government had us hemmed up. So we don't want to hear none of this stuff about who owned whatever. The entire country was complicit because the U.S. government was doing it. So that's who owes us reparations now, okay? We got to get that straight. Also, I'm hearing one lie that y'all will see pop up, and this comes from one of these white supremacist think tanks. They've been pushing this lie, talking about, well, the first technical slave owner in the original colonies or the United States. They try to say the United States, but the United States wasn't formed yet. They try to say that this black man named Anthony Johnson was the first slave owner, which isn't true, by the way, and that's been debunked many, many times. I know some of you guys have probably heard the Anthony Johnson lie. And the white supremacists, they know that it's a lie, but it's just another talking point to deflect from the fact that the U.S. government owes us money. So they try this whole, they can't do the whole, well, the African tribes, they did, you got to go talk to them, because those countries don't even exist no more, to be honest. So they can't use that. So you can't point to, the name of a certain African person who benefited. You can't really point to anybody.
Drag race.
But the Anthony Johnson thing, it was a legal case with this brother named Anthony Johnson, who had an indentured servant who had to
eat some damn bologna sandwiches, mayonnaise sandwiches,
fulfill his servitude for the rest of his life. But Anthony Johnson wasn't the first to do that, because Anthony Johnson, he was an indentured servant as well. And also, Anthony Johnson, all of his wealth and resources, the white supremacists took it when he died. So that's a nothing burger. But then also, he wasn't the first slave owner. That's a lie. Whenever you hear the Anthony Johnson lie, just understand, they know it's a lie. He wasn't the first slave owner. First of all, the Spanish were over here way before the English, and they had enslaved black people with them. It was enslaved black people building up the colony of St. Augustine down there in Florida. In fact, the Spanish soldiers were begging the King of Spain to send more black people over to build this thing, because they couldn't do it the way they needed to do it. So slavery was here damn near a century before some damn Anthony Johnson. Also, if you want to go to the English colonies, one of the first technical slave owners was a guy named Hugh Gwynn, who was a white man. And he had an enslaved black person named John Punch. Hugh Gwynn had some indentured servants, some European ones and black ones. Two of the European ones ran off with the black one. The black one ran off too. They all got caught. The white servants, they got a couple of more years added to their servitude for running off. But John Punch, the black one, they gave him a lifetime sentence of enslavement. So this is different. And this was before Anthony Johnson. So whenever they tell that lie, this is history, just to let you guys know. We got to watch out for these people lying. That's why it's important. It's important to understand and know history. Okay? Now we're going to get some calls in the building. What's up, Afro Elite? I see you, brother. And Afro Elite, we got we're going to be chopping it up pretty soon, man. We're going to start having those weekly meetings and everything that I've been telling you about. So we're going to chop it up pretty soon. Excuse me. Let's get Prophetic Xenophobe. Hop in, Prophetic Xenophobe. Prophetic Xenophobe. You're prophetic? I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
No, I just wanted to speak on something. I'm calling from South Africa, Cape Town.
There you go.
I've been following a lot of this stuff. I mean, I've been your follower for many years now.
Yes.
We also met when you were here.
Cool.
With this dynamic with the Africans, I think there's a lot of jealousy from them towards Black Americans. Like, they have so much jealousy because Black Americans have achieved a lot. They are the world culture, and everything that is black is through Black Americans. So now the thing is now that you guys are delineating and making sure like that you're separating yourself, because they separated themselves before. So now what happens is they have no people to leech on, because they've always leached on to Black Americans. So now that you're delineating, now they have nobody to leech on. So now they're coming through with all these lies and just nonsensical talking points. And another thing is like a lot of so-called Black Americans are actually not from Africa. And I've been doing a lot of research on this since 2013. So there's just a few that were taken over there. And I've actually have something on my page about paintings that were done during those times. So yeah, man, like Black Americans are the culture. Black Americans are the most powerful people in the world, and like these people, they know, but they don't have any way to hide right now. So they have to latch onto you guys to find greatness. So I'm playing right there, man.
Thank you so much. Yeah, man, there's some folks who come over, man, and we've been talking about this. There's and again, we do have riders. We do have some cool brothers and sisters from the diaspora who do come over. And that's fine. We rock with you. And shout out to some of the immigrant brothers and sisters who are in here who show respect to the game. Well, the problem is, y'all got some real janky ass kinfolk back home, and then they come over here with that jankiness, and we're checking them on that. We're letting them know y'all not gonna get away with the nonsense. We gotta holler at you about that. So, we're just getting some straightening, so there's gonna be some respect there, because disrespect is no longer tolerated. As we've been pointing out, we've done so much to help folks, especially Black people in the diaspora, and we've been holding them up and propping them up and just doing so much. So any form of disrespect is not tolerated. Let's get Truck.
Yo, can you hear me, bro?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Hey, it's all good. Hey, man, I just wanted to speak on the broadcast that you did. I believe it was last night regarding the racial bias that's found in AI.
Yeah.
I did a little digging into that prior to your broadcast because one of the other brothers mentioned it, and you're right, but there's a caveat, and the caveat is that it's technically not programmed to be racially biased towards us. What happens is the especially the facial recognition AI, they train it using a lot of Caucasian people, so the software itself has an easier time recognizing the differences in facial features between Caucasian people. So it's easier for the technology to pick out Caucasian people. The way that we're hindered by it is that they don't train it on facial features from Black folks such as us. So this nigga look like that, nigga look like that nigga. And so it's a soft programming, which technically isn't a programming at all. So you'll look like whoever, and this person will look like that person. And that's how we're constantly being mistaken for folk who didn't even do anything.
And that's by design. Okay.
Right, I agree. No, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I just wanted to add that I just wanted to add that context. Most definitely. We understand. Like, look, if you guys know that the AI needs to be trained on these type of faces, and if you don't, this is the result, then yes, you are doing it by design. You're not stupid. We're not dealing with people who are oblivious to what they're doing, especially when they have a history of weaponizing everything that they put their hands on against us. So we understand. But I just wanted to add that bit of context so that we know, exactly how it's being weaponized.
Thank you so much. And that's the thing. My point is, that's by design, by them not making it more detailed to accurately assess Black facial features so that we're just one big Negro. That's by design. Again, that's the white supremacists at work. The lack thereof is by design. When they, listen, we got to understand, when certain things malfunction, malfunctions are orchestrated. You understand? The white supremacists will set something up so that it will malfunction when it comes to Black people, and then they can blame the technology. They've been doing that. They did that with New Orleans. You understand? They blame the levee. Oh, the levee broke. Well, why were the levees so weak? You designed them weak because you knew that it would flood black neighborhoods. You designed it weak. You put it out there in a weak place. Hold on. We got a musty tether. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna block this. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just have to block this musty tether. All right, I'm sorry. This tether just making hand signs. That one time wasting tether. I had to block him. There you go. He got out of here. All right. Had to block that musty tether. Chumby, what's up, man?
Hey, so I've been watching like some of your commentary about the Caribbean blacks, and I was curious. Do you think that regarding reparations, do you think Haitians should receive reparations simply like on the basis of Haiti having to pay protection money for the U.S.? Like it's more not to get invaded. Plus the U.S. like army actually like did invade Haiti several times and actually stole Haitian gold from his treasury. So it's kind of more like able to be calculated in terms of like tangible actions in terms of the U.S. government.
Yeah, that happened in 1915, but no. We are talking about reparations for slavery. We're not doing reparations for every ill that happened to people who are non-white. That's why everybody wants to tack on to our reparations claim. The Haitians, and again, I did a movie about the Haitian Revolution. They got to holler at France. They got to holler at France first. France did the most damage. They had to break France off a lot of paper. Our reparations claim is for slavery, what they did to us in slavery. This is not a reparations claim or racism. Now, where are you from? Are you from Haiti? You Haitian?
Nah, I'm East European white, but yeah, I've been interested in the whole like Caribbean history, maroons and stuff like that. So yeah, I was wanted to see your opinion on the whole thing.
Now you're European white. Why do you got a profile picture of a black person?
It's funny. Yeah,
y'all, we black folks are just rent free, but y'all just sit up and y'all be fantasizing about black people all day. What's that about?
I don't really care much, but
you obviously you do. You made a black character your profile picture, so you clearly care.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for this.
And by the way, what part of Eastern Europe are you from?
I mean, I'm from like the one that wasn't considered white, but yeah.
Romania? Which one?
Like, I won't post say any like specific info, but
why are y'all so ashamed? See, black folks, I want y'all to listen to this stuff. These people are so ashamed of the slums in Europe that they had to flee from. All right, no, you're here now, so it doesn't matter. Where did y'all family flee from in Europe?
But yeah, I won't say. But
all right. There's your white pride right there. Thank you, black folks. This is why black family. Don't ever let none of these people try to come here and point the finger and talk about any dysfunctions with us, because they come from these little slummy, janky ass homelands in Europe, Africa, Caribbean, Asian places. All of these places are janky as hell that they had to flee from. There's a reason why they had to flee. I take zero criticism from people when they try to point the finger at us about anything. This is why they're so ashamed of their little janky places they had to flee from. They come over here and he got memes of black folks. These people project their failure onto us, family, and we have to stop letting them do that, foundational black American family. Got to shut them down. You got to shut that down real quick. This guy was too ashamed to say where in Europe his family is from, and a lot of them are. That's why they be trying to fake claim German and all that. These people from these little slummy ass places and Kosovo and these little janky places that they had to flee from. Don't ever let them try to shame you. That's all a projection. What's up? I'm a tether. Hop on, man.
Tariq Nasheed, can you hear me?
Oh, Lord, this accent is so fake already. You should have worked on your accent. I can tell it's fake, but go ahead.
Listen, nigga. You will stop disrespecting Africa, nigga. You will stop disrespecting Africa, nigga.
Okay. If I don't, what's gonna happen? What you gonna do if I don't stop?
Nigga, you need to start being victim and blaming the white man, nigga. You black Americans so lazy. You are so lazy, nigga. You did not build America. White men built America. You did not build America. You pick cotton, and that is it, nigga.
Right. So what countries over there in your homeland should we emulate?
We are the best. Look at Lagos. We are the best. We are the billionaire, you nigga. We are billionaire, better than you, nigga.
There you go. All right. You got to work on your material a little bit. Work on your writing a little bit. Afro Elite, what's up, brother?
Tariq, you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. What's happening?
Okay. That white dude that just got on, I wanted to say, a lot of these white folks who sit here and they talk about our culture as foundational black Americans, they really don't have any pride in their culture. They really don't have pride in their history.
Zero.
They know, yeah, exactly. They know a lot of their history, and their culture is really degenerate. I know you saw that one like NASCAR party where the white girls was exposing themselves and stuff like that. Now, had that been black, it would be, oh my God, look at your culture. They do that with Sexy Red a lot, and they try to highlight any kind of like ghetto-ness in our culture, and they overshadow all of the stuff that they do in their culture. We have to understand these people really don't come from a prideful, clean, upstanding culture. They really don't. They're lying when they say that stuff. So just the fact that he doesn't want to tell you where his people are really from shows that these people are incredibly insecure about where they're from. That's why he's making the memes about black people, because it's an insecurity.
Right. Real talk. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a projection, man. It's a projection. So that's why, man, when you know the history, when you know your history and you know their history, you're not going to go for that. And I'm a real big history buff, man. I've done several historic documentary films, just dealing deep in history and world history. This is why being a world traveler and a world historian, I'm not going to let none of that stuff fly, because some of us, and some of you who travel, we've been to some of these places. We done been to some of these countries. We see it ain't really popping like that. I mean, they have, some of these countries have some, cool tourist attractions here and there, and it's cool to travel. But they're not in a position to point their finger about what foundational black Americans should and shouldn't be damn doing. Yeah. We got it popping heavy. This is why when you go to these places, this is another thing. Who are they acting like? You go to these places, family, for those who don't know, they're over there dressing and dancing and talking and walking like us, like foundational black Americans. Do you see? So yeah, no disrespect is tolerated. We don't tolerate any disrespect. D-Wop, hop on, brother. D-Wop, hop on.
Hello, Tariq, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
How you doing? I'm doing okay today. I have a question.
Yes.
What do you think about Megan Thee Stallion receiving the Planned Parenthood Award? And when did the Planned Parenthood Award even become a thing?
What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
Yes, she recently won a award that looks like a see-through diaphragm to me. But anyway, yes, she won that award. I'm just trying to figure out, when did they start giving awards out for Planned Parenthood? And what do you think the propaganda?
Where did they give her this award?
I don't know where it was. I just saw the video about a couple of days ago. She just won it.
Wow. Okay, I gotta look into that. I've never heard.
Yes, please do.
Yeah. That's interesting. And again, that's the white supremacists, again, rewarding something degenerate. The Planned Parenthood. That means you're giving somebody an award for getting an abortion, basically. And look at what the messaging is. The messaging is, you can slut it up. Why don't you slut it up, twerk, and bang whoever you want, and if you get pregnant, just go ahead and get that abortion. and just be the biggest slut you can be. Got to look at the messaging that they're sending out there. But that's very interesting. Let's get Aries Tata. There's a lot of Nicki Minaj fans in here. What's up, Aries? So a lot of Nicki Minaj fans. Aries, what's up, man? Miss Aries, hop on. Miss Aries? You want to turn your microphone on, ma'am? All right. While we're waiting on Aries, Miss Aries, let's get the good adult in here. The good adult. The good adult. Waiting on his microphone to turn on. What's up, good adult? Hop on, bro. Turn the microphone on.
Appreciate that. Just had a quick question, if I could, about the importance of language amongst Black Americans. If I could pose to you. First and foremost, I was curious whether or not you were familiar with the language called Tutanese. Are you familiar with this at all?
Oh, absolutely. I always use it.
Oh, is that right? Okay, I was unaware of that. And so my question was based off the idea of what would you say the utility and importance of all Black Americans learning the language and becoming proficient in it and using it? How important might that be to achieve some of the goals that you've articulated in the past?
It's a cool thing culturally. And a lot of times we do speak it and we'll type it to each other in here. There's a lot of foundational Black Americans who are familiar with it. And we have on our FBA Facebook group, we made it so that in order to get in the group, we ask a question in the Tutanese language and you have to answer it. So you kind of have to be able to decipher what we're asking. So that helps in situations like that when we're trying to kind of get groups of people who are on code. The thing is, if we were to utilize it in mass, basically they would teach it to some white people, they would teach it to them, and then it would be kind of pointless. The reason why Tutanese was created was that foundational Black Americans who were enslaved, it was illegal for our people to read, so we used that language in order to teach each other how to read, and we had to be very covert with it. And even now, part of the game is that we don't teach it to nobody. We just got to be very secretive about it because that's something that we got to put in our back pocket to a certain degree. So we got to understand the practicality of it was to be covert with the teaching and the knowledge that we were giving each other. So, but again, I think that a lot of us should study it just for cultural reasons, and we can utilize it and talk to each other. Hey, look, every time I do my broadcast here, I end the show with Habikute Lalabube to the families, peace and love to the family. So, it's something that a lot of us, should learn. More of us should learn it, just so we can pay homage to it. And the Tut language, that's the foundational Black American language that we created. So yeah, we have our own language. Our culture is foundational Black American. It's very deep. We got a very deep and rich culture. I'm very proud of our foundational Black American ancestors, man. They were phenomenal people. They were absolutely phenomenal people, resilient people, man. The fact that they've done so many things in order to survive, and we created so many things to survive. We created certain gospel songs. We got to understand, many gospel songs, there are coded messages in the gospel songs. We would send messages when we would sing these things so that the white supremacists didn't know what we were talking about. That's what our slang terms are for, by the way, too. Us using a lot of slang, that was to be able to say things around the white supremacists so they wouldn't catch on. You did. The quilt making. Some of y'all, you got old school grandmothers. Y'all know them old school quilts. Some of y'all might not have them old school grandmothers with them fancy design quilts that they used to keep under the mattresses, and they would bring them quilts out for the wintertime. A lot of the quilts during slavery, the sisters would put designs in those quilts to give messages for the Underground Railroad, to let people know certain signals, when to move, where to go, where not to go, and they would make these quilts and kind of put these quilts outside so that people on the Underground Railroad would catch these messages. You see, and people are still trying to figure that out to this day. There's some phenomenal people in our culture, man. This is why I don't let nobody disrespect them, especially a damn tether. I don't let anybody disrespect those folks, because those folks and their resilience made it possible for the next generation to carry on with that same spirit, and that same spirit fought for everybody to come over here and enjoy the benefits of those phenomenal foundational Black Americans whose labor built the wealth of this nation. So there will be respect. You see, that's another thing, FBA family. You don't let people denigrate our ancestors. When we have little musty tethers coming in here talking about y'all were just slaves and picked cotton, oh, it's on and popping there. You're about to get all this work. Heavy in a real way. Black Renaissance. All right, let's get Black Renaissance in here. Black Renaissance, what's happening? Black Renaissance, where you at? All right, Black Renaissance, let's get that microphone working, brother. While we're waiting on Black Renaissance to get those prepaid minutes to click in, y'all need to go to microphonecheck.com and get your tickets to see the film Microphone Check, which will be in theaters in a couple of weeks, starting May 23rd through Memorial Day weekend. All right? You don't want to miss that. That's going to be phenomenal. Microphonecheck.com. It is raining food. Let's get it's raining in here. Raining food. What's happening? It's raining.
Well, yeah, hello?
Yeah, what's up, Raining?
Yeah, what's going on with you, Ron? I'm calling from New Orleans right now. You heard me.
My man, how are you?
I'm all right. I just wanted to say, I just got from looking at like 2 videos on YouTube about a book that was recently written, White Rage and Rule America. And it's these 3 professors. And I'm going to try to send you the link to the last video I saw where they were really breaking it down. Man, do you know that like the Republicans, I don't know if it was just in Trump's campaign or if this is something that happened over a period of a couple of decades, but you know how white folks always talking about how we want handouts and this and that? Well, basically the book breaks down how they've been setting up the entire political system to cater to rule white Americas. Like, okay, so urban cities are bigger with more people, but rule white America make all of the decisions that go on in the country. Like, man, I'm gonna have to try to send you the video so you can check it out yourself. But
yeah, let me check that out.
But basically, the system is set up to give them like handouts to where they get to choose the policies, the laws, and who the electorates vote for.
Absolutely, and that's what white supremacy is. They used to do it openly during Jim Crow. We got to understand what the Jim Crow era was. The Jim Crow era up into 1965, that was open policy specifically for the dominant white society that gave them special tangible benefits and privileges openly. They still do it now. They are just covert with it. They use code words. During Jim Crow, they didn't use code words. They said white only. These jobs are for whites only. These restaurants are for whites only. These home loans are for whites only. These neighborhoods that you can move into, whites only. They were just very open with it. And the Jim Crow era was an affirmative action program for white people. And they still have these affirmative action programs. They just codify them. Nobody gets more handouts than damn white supremacists. From top to bottom, dude. Don't let them shame you. That's what they try to play this game. We're talking about reparations. Oh, God, you're begging. Oh, God, why are you begging? Just work. I pulled myself up by my bootstraps. You're begging. We're twins then. We begging. The white supremacists, they beg and get unearned benefits all the time. And we are owed something. There's a debt that's owed to us. These folks come over begging. They got land for free, cheap home loans that we couldn't get, preferential housing, preferential jobs, these white-only unions. Oh, my goodness. Most of the welfare, they get that. I always talk about Owsley County, Kentucky, which is the welfare capital of the United States. They can per capita all that nonsense. You per capita this. Over there in Owsley County, Kentucky, that's a county that's 98% white and 97% of the people are on welfare. Literally the whole town, the whole county is on welfare, and it's all white. And they're conservatives too. You dig? Now, there was an all-black town where everybody was on welfare. Family, do you know every white think tank and white media outlet would be just talking about that endlessly nonstop? If there was a county of black folks who were all on welfare, oh, they would be milking that thing nonstop. The same way they milk Chicago. They always use the what about crime in Chicago? The crime in Chicago is regulated to a couple of city blocks, a few designated areas. Don't let them fool you about Chicago with that whole the sky is falling. Chicago is a beautiful city. Great people in Chicago. You let them tell it. You go to Chicago, the minute you get off the airplane, you're going to get shot. So yeah, these people are real funny style with their rhetoric. The reform justice, and by the way, Chicago, we got a big screening out there for microphone check, and those tickets are going fast in Chicago, by the way. Those tickets are going very fast at the Chicago screening, so y'all better get your tickets for Chicago. 2 years ago, we came here to Washington, D.C., shoulder to shoulder, with our voices raised in unison, demanding recognition, justice, and reparations. That moment was etched into the records of our struggle. And now, brothers and sisters, we are going to return here to Washington, D.C., not merely just to reminisce, but to reignite our spirit of determination, to amplify our voices, and to reaffirm our commitment to the cause. Join me, Tariq Nasheed, here in Washington, D.C., at the Rally for Reparations Juneteenth celebration at Freedom Plaza. We're going to have a vast array of phenomenal speakers, guests, leaders, and activists who's going to reignite that spirit of Majara that's within us and our lineage. You don't want to miss this event. Go to rallyforreparations.com. That's rallyforreparations.com. Come on down here to Washington, D.C. Be a part of history. Join me. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for justice. Stand up for your ancestors. Rallyforreparations.com. See you here.
Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Damn. How long have I been knocked the fuck out? We still alive? Yeah, we still alive. Shit. God dog, bro. What the fuck? That's a damn carbon monoxide.
Hey guys, I got this car mattress on demo. Pussy nigga out. Yo, Dad, I got you. Can't stop, won't stop. I just put your bitch in a Sean John tank top. You treat a bad bitch like she average. I treat a bad bitch like a bad bitch, and they never let me get money again. On my cat wingers when they get funny again. Yeah, you see they tried to cut me out. I like that. We just hit a number one. We right back. 500 down on the bottom, 500 up at the top. Titanium grill, call that smile on the rock. I done had everything that you're able to get. I ain't been in drill too. I ain't gonna lie, it was chops. Another one, value one. Then it's two and three. Vultures on repeat. Still feel like Pablo, drug dealer sheep. Pluto sent the drones, it hit like Metro Beats. It's a rap for niggas. Where's Lucian? Serve your master, nigga. You caught a little bag for your masters, didn't you? Lifetime deal, I feel bad for niggas. Y'all so out of sight, out of mind. I can't even think of a Drake line. Play J. Cole, get the pussy dry. Play this shit back 130 times.
Never selling dope, is you like that? Kicking those, kicking in those, is you like that? Young throw, letting those, is you like that?
That nigga right there, definitely a troublemaker. Bro, you in that white Jeep right there? You need to stop being immature, whatever the fuck you are, to go mind your fucking business, homeboy. Go play with somebody else.
to an exclusive showdown. Yeezy, you kill it all. Yes, sir. Shout out John Monopoly Hustle Management, DJ Ferris.
I didn't know I was live on that fucking time.